From performances to paint and murals, it's no secret that downtown Iowa City serves as a sort of hub for public art. Perhaps its most well-known initiative is a project that, in 2012, brought together a group of artists who viewed the city's public benches in an innovative way, as blank canvases. Benchmarks was born. With financial support from the University of Iowa Community Credit Union, the project's goal was to bring the work of local artists to the public at large. The bulk repainting of more than 100 of all 125 benches is part of the overarching community gallery program that put forth the public pianos and the tree huggers. Nancy Bird, executive director of the Iowa City Downtown District, helps to oversee and fund this project and many others that are similar.
And it was born out of an initiative to try and invite some of the graffiti in the alleyways to a legal scenario and use the benches as the canvas so that we can really pull those, what is, it is artwork, and make sure that we're celebrating it instead of, it's, being requisited to the alleys. Provide some beauty in unexpected places downtown.
It's true that original artwork displayed throughout the downtown area promotes vibrancy in a previously dull space. A business with a painted mural might encourage people to linger and observe, financially benefiting business and artists alike. Public art has the ability to create a sense of pride and ownership within a city. But should we be asking more of public art initiatives? Should art serve as a catalyst for conversation in the community or incorporate the public in creating public art? As Emily and I researched benchmarks and much of Iowa City's public art more in depth, we discovered that a lot of rules go into the process of creating legal, publicly funded art.
What we do is we usually roll out a theme and invite any kind of artist who wants to participate to be involved, but then we say if it's religious or if it's political or if it's advertising, then they won't, those are things that we're not interested in doing because they're lightning bolts, and we, this is a public place. We want people to come down here. The purpose of the program is to provide thought-provoking, types of art that's beautiful. I don't think our program's purpose is to invite controversy.
And maybe that's the problem with a lot of the public art here. It only engages a specific segment of the population in regards to who gets to create public art. It doesn't have a purpose in conversation outside of whether or not someone thinks a piece of art looks good. Though controversial art may not make everyone feel comfortable, it could serve as a platform for important conversation between all the people that make Iowa City a unique place to live. Ben Wills, a local artist who mostly focuses on collaborative work, shares this view.
When you start working with other people, you start realizing how different they perceive things or how different their circumstances are, even though you found yourself in the same place. So I kind of think that, the life that brings us to, University of Iowa, that's what we're doing right now, kind of leads us all from these completely different paths into a spot where now we have this focused opportunity to be able to make something that incorporates multiple stories.
But when it comes to public art, things get complicated.
I like to think of art as something that has an underlying message or an attempt at communication. So I think there's this big disconnect. I think a lot of public art is really public craft. With public art, they try to make something that's not offensive to anyone. So that becomes something that's really difficult to facilitate if you want to do anything that's really having a constructive conversation. The benches downtown are cool. I think that it's great anytime that a community can give money to artists, so maybe the benches aren't, high or fine art, whatever, but maybe, those projects also facilitate somebody being able to make actually something that strikes a conversation. So that's what public art can do really well, I think, is help people find funding.
We will further discuss how we learned that public art might not grapple with social problems. However, it's a way for artists to fund projects that do serve as catalysts for discussion. We'll also consider the potential for a program that brings together funding in a more unregulated space for freedom of expression in art.